Yo guys, I just wanted to tell you guys that's my gamer tag right there. If you want to send me a friend request and play with me, and I'll talk to you guys later. Yo, what up, everybody? I am Sharpshot, and today we are going to be starting our very first specialist series on the Ruin, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get into this. The Ruin, you can either use gravity spikes, the spikes that create an explosive shockwave while slammed into the ground, destroying all enemies within close range. Pretty much, your fist of panic. Yes. And now going over to the overdrive, a cybernetic leg upgrades that enable a temporary burst of speed. Yes, so let's go ahead and read the bio. I know some people might not be interested in this, so just I'll put a time to skip up to on the screen about right now. So, okay, well let's get into this anyway. So his name is Donnie Watch and he is a male. I am okay with him. I am barely going positive. Oh, barely going negative if you cannot combine everything together. But his bio. Born into a military family and raised through a tough neighborhood, Donnie Wash grew up fearless and headstrong. Joining the army straight out of high school, Wash is an infantry soldier through and through. The battle is bio. Born into a military family and raised through a tough neighborhood, Donnie Wash grew up fearless and headstrong. Joining the army straight out of high school, Wash is an infantry soldier through and through. The battlefield has become his second home. He is suspicious of covert ops and anything that operates outside of the established chain of command, viewing them dishonorable. He prefers a straight-up, fair fight, and knows that there's never a substitute for good boots on the ground. Now cybernetically augmented, he uses his unique abilities to rush headlong in the fray, meeting his enemies with the sheer, unaltered, and overwhelming force. So he is kind of, oh, what's his face? Oh, he's pretty much like every person in the world who plays the campaign. Yeah, yes, I'm talking to you. Yes, yes, you know who you are. Okay, but so gravity spikes. It's pretty much we've been talking about this. The fist of panic, and yeah. So can be initiated airborne or on the ground. Impact creates a wide blast radius with a limited height. Effective in clearing enemies from an objective. If killed after initiating and before an impact, you will not lose all of your energy. You only lose half of it. Pro tip. And overdrive. Activation provides an initial thrust that can be used to dodge enemy attacks. Automatically sprint while active. Energy will drain slower if you pause while overdrive is active. If you're trying to get double kills with overdrive, just stand still in a place where you know that lots of enemies come, and you'll will probably get that. Yeah, okay. And so now we have one, two, three, four, five transmissions to read. I'm gonna be quiet and let you listen to all of them.
You think that's impressive? It was this one time with me and Baker.
Not this again. Come on, Walsh.
What, you want to tell it?
Nah, the way you do, it gets better every time.
Right? Anyway, so it was this one time.
He's full of it, though. Keep that in mind.
It was bad. No idea who authorized the attack, but it was another Charlie Foxtrot. Intel had told us the area was clear and our target was 2 clicks ahead, so we moved out. Counted a couple of patrols on the way, no big, we had that covered. Then we got the call over the comms.
Dead systems were down.
Right. We looked at each other, realized we had 30 seconds before incoming AP turned us into mist, so we hustled quick.
Anti-personnel was the least of our problems. Enemies started raining major reinforcements in behind us.
Well, I guess that was it for that one. Kind of interesting. So he was telling a story about when he was on the battlefield, and I guess things got pretty hectic. Let's go on to the next transmission.
We were cut off from our own side at this point. Only way we can go is forward.
Enemy had bound our kills, and Sigint told us there was some serious heat coming our way. We knew there was a hardened CDP emplacement about a click away, so we booked it, figuring it was a defensible place to hold up in, even if we had to take it first.
We approached the bunker, no sign of resistance. Stacked up on the door and breached. Checked our corners, first room clear. Entered the corridor, body on the ground, split gut to gullet. Room looked like a slaughterhouse.
Next room, same story. 2 EKIA. Walls and ceilings painted with their blood. Didn't look like they got off a shot.
We approached the door to ops. Listen, nothing. Gave Baker the signal to kick it in, and we burst into the room.
5 bodies. 4 fillets. 1 very much alive. Spectre, this covert ops creep. Wasn't happy to see us either.
Didn't need to be able to see an expression to know we could get taken out in a heartbeat.
Huh, so it seems they made it to a bunker and Spectre was kicking some ass inside of it. So there was a bunch of dead bodies and they found him in their final room with 4 KIAs right next to him. That's kind of crazy to think that they're all connected and all this. Also, I wonder what's the background to all of this in total. Well, let's go on to the next one, guys.
Spectre creeps me out. Just sitting there, surrounded by corpses, checking intel and cleaning those blades. That's what we were doing here. Calm as anything.
Calm lasted about 3 seconds when we said we had company coming in behind us.
Said if we'd blown the mission, we'd be kissing our internal organs goodbye. Yeah, exact turn of phrase.
Think you got called sugar at one point.
Yeah? Anyway, internal screens are showing that we're surrounded. 30 men at least with GI unit support.
We moved fast, rigged frags and tripwires in the first room and corridor, and we set up for a siege.
We just finished digging in when wham! First tripwire goes. A couple of seconds later, we hear a couple of GIs go terminal to the second IED.
Which is when I started pulling the trigger on my war machine and didn't let up until it ran dry.
So it seems that Spectre threatened them that they would die or he would kill them if they didn't complete the mission. So, and then it seems that a bunch of troops were sent after them, and they had to take siege in an area, and they were just trying to survive. And then Battery unloaded her war machine into all of them until her war machine ran dry. Oh, okay, that was pretty cool, I guess. Well, here, let's go on to the final one and see what happens.
Things were looking pretty bad. CDP had reinforced, we were running low on ammo.
And Spectre was still considering cutting our throats.
When I noticed some movement on a screen showing an external cam feed.
A couple of seconds later, we start hearing explosions outside. CDP start running around, trying to defend themselves against attack from behind.
A couple of them went down to nano swarms. Nasty. Cavalry couldn't have arrived at a better moment. That we'd have lasted another couple of minutes.
Castillo and Rojas could have kissed him.
Last couple of CDP that tried to take refuge in the bunker with us fell to Spectre. We bugged out before Outrider and Nomad made it to us. 4 of us RTB, PDQ.
All right, Walsh. It's your round. Get buying.
Okay, so it seems that they were rescued by Nomad and Outrider when they were running low on ammo and were about to die. And Spectre was still thinking about killing them. And the CDP were just pretty much wiped out, it seems like, in a very gruesome manner. To the point. Well, that was kind of cool. But here, now to the very final transmission. Let's go ahead and get it.
Based on the requirements laid out at the start of this procurement process, I'm certain that the intelligence gathered in the dossiers in front of you will lead you to conclude that the 8 referenced individuals will be the best subjects for your program. Further, I believe that the plant you specified be placed amongst them will independently verify my findings. As instructed, the intelligence was gathered covertly, using a number of...
Are you certain they were unaware of your surveillance?
Yes, sir. I'd stake my reputation.
There's more at stake here than your reputation.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Very well. Leave us. We were never here. We have never spoken.
Okay. Okay, well, about 1,000,000 things are going through my mind. Half the time I could even hear what they were saying, but it's kind of sounding like that was Spectre getting debriefed. Did it not? Was that just me? But anyway, everybody, just drop a comment if you're still looking at this. Tell me if that was Spectre, okay? That was weird. It seems like he was getting debriefed, like saying that that never happened and all that, telling it about his analysis that he got on that attack. Oh, that was really weird. I gotta say that was really interesting. Well, I guess that was all the details about Ruin. Now I'm gonna tell you guys some strategies that can help you get the hero camo for Ruin, which I have right here. And it's not as hard as it seems to get. You just have to play smart and hope that your gravity spikes have enough range. So on maps, these are a couple of playlists I recommend that you play that I play to get this. Core, if you're gonna play in Core, I would say Safeguard or Domination would probably be your choice. But the things that I actually use for Nuketown and Ground War, because everybody is so put together, especially on Ground War, if you get Safeguard, which you get like 50% of the time, along with Domination. So like it really works out well if you're trying to get kills, because there's just so many people around. I recommend if you can have some of your friends come with you, then it should be easier for you to control the spawns and just get the kills you need for your overdrive and ruin gravity spikes. So, how exactly would you use the ruin? Ruin's more of a domination, hardpoint kind of clear, maybe like a safeguard robot clear, because he can just go ahead and wipe out everybody and you control the hardpoint. And he's also good for clearing out areas full of enemies, so you could get the lead on hardpoint, capture the flag in domination, or push the robot forward, or stop the robot in safeguard. And those are probably the 3 game modes that he excels in the most. Okay, overdrive. Overdrive, I would say, would excel in uplink, capture the flag, and maybe demolition. Pardon me, sorry about that. And I'd say might also do well in ground war, because that's really important to get somewhere fast at the start of the round. But there's not really that much of a purpose for other than rushing and getting hold of spawns and just trying to get the flag back to your base or to uplink a score. Yeah, and so I guess that about does it. If you enjoyed the specialist series, go ahead and leave a like below if you want me to continue it. Next week, we will be doing the Outrider, and I haven't worked on her yet, but I will definitely keep you guys tuned in for next week. So go ahead and hit that like button if you did. Comment below to see if you want me to do anybody different than Outrider, because I am always open to your questions and ideas. So just go ahead and leave it in the description below. I mean, not description, in the comments below. And I'll talk to you guys later. Until next time, peace out.